All right, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can edit and kind of customize your contact form, or really any form you have on your Squarespace site. So I just logged into my own, the BusyBee site, and from there I'm going to go, actually you can go to Pages and then Contact, or wherever your form is. I'm just going to go right up into the main nav up here and select Contact. And here's where I have my general contact form. When someone fills it out and wants to reach out to me for whatever reason, this is the form that they fill out. So like any page, whenever you want to edit the form, you just you hover over the section, or the section of the page that you want to edit, and you just hit edit. And right here, I already have the form block in here, but if you wanted to start from scratch or enter a new form, find this plus sign right up here in the top right corner, and click that. And here are all of your content blocks that Squarespace gives you. So I'm just going to scroll down to where it says form. You can also alternatively type in form, and it would pop up right there for you. And then it adds that form in there for you. So I'm just going to show you how you can recreate this form right here. Now I have some spacer blocks on each side, but if you wanted a full width form, you basically just follow these steps. So the first thing is you want to make sure that you give your form a name. Especially if you have multiple forms on your site, you want to make sure that you know what form the customer or client landed on and filled out. So I'm just going to name this contact page form. You can absolutely name it whatever you want. And it comes with pre-filled fields. So we have name, email, subject, and message. You can delete any of these. Like, let's say I don't want subject on mine. I just hit that trash can button, hit confirm, and it took that field right out of the form. You can also add form fields, and there's a ton of different options. So anywhere from generic text to a checkbox, radio button, which difference between checkbox and radio button, if you don't know off the top of your head, checkbox, you can select multiple things. Radio is only one. You can have customers fill out a survey, add in a specific date. Let's say you're an event planner or a wedding planner, wedding photographer, and you want to know what their wedding date is, or whatever the event date is. You can have them fill out a date, time, phone number, and you can also do hidden fields too. So sometimes when you sync up with MailChimp, and that's a little bit more detailed of a process, but you can have a hidden field in here that will automatically sync and categorize within MailChimp. So here you can just select whatever you want. Let's say I really want them to put in their phone number. So I'm going to scroll down to phone here, and it adds that field right in there, right in the form for you. You have a bunch of different options. So you can write a description. So your cell phone or work phone is great. Whatever you want to put. You can leave that blank as well. And then you can make it required or not. Now, as I tick the required button on, you'll see that this asterisk pops up right here. That's telling the person who's filling the form out that it's a required field. If for some reason you do have it required and they don't fill it out and hit submit, it'll give them an error code too. Now, just a reminder, if you want to edit any of these pre-filled out fields, you can always just go in and hit edit. Let's say I don't want to require name for some reason. You can deselect that. When your form has the setup that you want it to have, just as a side note, you can always click and drag. So let's say after they fill out their email, I want them to fill out their phone number. You just click and drag, and you kind of toggle where you want that field to be. So after you have your form set up, you head over to the storage section. So you have build, storage, and advanced. And for this purpose, for this particular form, I want an email to be sent to my business email when somebody fills this out. Now, sometimes if they fill out a form, you might want it to be connected to your MailChimp account where you have a workflow that's triggered, or a generic email that's sent out after they submit it, whatever you want. For me, like I said, I just want it to be sent to my email, so I have that connected here. And then the last piece is this advanced piece. Here you can choose what you want the submit button to say. So like, let's do this. I've done for some. And you can choose where you want the button to be. Right now I haven't hit apply, so it still says submit, but I'm just going to keep it left aligned here. The post submit message is after they fill the form out, what do you want it to say? So I've had some clients that say, thank you, like we will return your email within 2 business days. Something like that. Whatever you want it to say. You can always just leave it as thank you too. And then the final piece, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, this lightbox mode, if you enable that, open contact form, you can choose what you want the button to say. If I hit apply and save, and I click this button here, well, a lightbox, I might have to refresh it here, but a lightbox should pop up. Just wait for it to load here. Here we go. The title of the form is right here. The entire form is just in a pop-up. So if you want to do something different, you want them to have like another click, or let's say that you have this form in like a blog post or something like that, and the form is just way too big or clunky and you want to kind of truncate it a little bit, you can always make it a lightbox form. So those are the different options that you can do to customize your form. There's a ton of different things that you can do to make it personalized, make it in your voice, or collect different information and really personalize your form on Squarespace.